Hello.
Hi.
Your eye makeup is amazing.
Thank you.
For the people that do not know you, this will be the first time they have been introduced to you. Tell us who you are.
I'm Layla Lotus. I've been modeling both vanilla under my given name, and then I have this as my fetish name since I was 18. I got into more of like the dominant side of things around the pandemic because everybody was on Twitter doing it, and I'm like, what else do I got going on?
We ask people just for kind of for fun to stir the conversation about like kinky pet peeves. And one of them for you was kind of the very like cookie cutter way that it's presented, especially when it all kind of flooded the market. Can you expand on that a little bit?
It's like like you see, like, because I'll still like post on Twitter now and then, but I don't really market much on social media. I just kind of do it on the sites because it's just the same, like, well, money is my kink and this and this and this.
So, in your clips, in the stuff that you do, what type of content do you make?
So my main stuff is like the financial domination, and then I also have done some chastity clips, therapy kink, which it's one of those, yeah, I'm not surprised that that's a thing now. And I'll put in like little weird like things depending on my mood. Like we're renovating a vintage RV, and I have this antenna that's about 3 feet long, and it was metal, and I'm like, this would be really funny for a caning video. So I had this video about like my submissive comes into the office and they bring me the antenna and they're like, will you spank me with this? And I'm like, oh, you're sick. And, like pretend I'm going to cane them after work. I don't know. Like, so if I'm feeling sassy, I'll do something like that. Or if somebody like, there was another one where, I had posted something about figure modeling and someone was like, oh, those lucky people that get to see you naked. And that meme about this guy's been trying to shade my boobs with charcoal and he's crying type of thing is very much the reality of figure modeling. So I decided to make a female supremacy video based off of that, of like the guy being lewd in a figure modeling class, because I thought it would be funny because I needed to vent.
A couple of the ones that you mentioned, that I feel like for the people that are not very into the kink world, or they have not kind of submerged themselves enough to really start expanding on their knowledge, I feel like chastity, financial domination, even the therapy, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions that people have, or it kind of is such a niche one off to the side that they're like, I'm going to just, I don't really understand this, so I'm going to just not. Do you still find that like doing it yourself as opposed to it just being a topic, do you still find that people kind of are questioning financial domination, why you would do it, why somebody else would be on the receiving end of it? Do you still get those conversations?
I do, and it's funny because I have a friend who he'll like buy pics of me, and he's even like tipped me and stuff, and he's like, I don't understand financial domination. I'm so cheap. And I'm like, dude, okay.
Walked face first into the point, didn't even duck. Yeah, yeah. I know that there's people watching this video like, ask about the chastity. So tell me a little bit how you got into that one specifically.
So that one, I actually didn't think I was gonna be as interested as in that one as I ended up being. And then just after, like, it's one of those industries where you get people making comments, and it's just like, okay. And then I have an on again, off again findom client who I want someone to one up him. Like, he got me VIP tickets to Psycho Fest and a week in Vegas and was like just sending me stuff the whole time, and he just wanted a selfie, and I'm like, and he doesn't even want me to be mean, and I'm like, I love this. This is like, that's exactly the princess treatment thing. It's like, this is, I just gotta call you a good boy. That's great. But he also like chastity, so I tried to like, all right, what is this about? Because, I want to keep you enticed and obviously expand out to other people. And I like the it's that like ultimate kind of control of like, it's like bondage, but like all the time. You can also do it in public without the exhibitionist exposing other people to it.
Yeah.
Which, that's a favorite thing for me, that like, oh, we're gonna do this but not get caught, but we really not really could, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm doing something
Yeah.
naughty, ha 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 ha.
So how long, you said that you've been doing like the fetish modeling since you were about 18. Did you kind of, how did you actually find your way into it? Because it wouldn't have been just like lights on, I'm 18 years old and here I am. How did you find your way into it?
So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like before I was 18, I stumbled into fan fiction.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we all did. And there's only two types of people, those who did and those who lie about it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not like, I thought I found like an early release of like Harry Potter online, and it was not. It was not. Like, I got like a chapter in, and I'm like, oh, this is something.
you were actually the joke of the like, I think I downloaded the wrong movie.
Beyond that, so I started modeling when I was 18. I was like, some my friends at the time, I was her escort, and the photographer was like, well, do you want to do a photo shoot? And I'm like, hell yeah. So then I started, like, I got a little model mayhem set up, and somebody
God,
was,
I haven't heard that term in so long. I used to be on Model
I still
Mayhem.
use it actually. It's not gone.
No, my pictures are probably still up there. I love that.
But there was this one producer, and he also set the bar like in the stratosphere for like being respectful and everything. So he started me with a high bar, which I'm so grateful for. But it was a damsel in distress shoot, and it was like, okay, what is your favorite food? It is going to be death by this food. And I'm like, well, I want to do death by honey. So I've got like this Hot Topic vinyl dress and a leather collar that I got in like P-Town with a little like goofy dog tag and glam makeup, and like basically it's like bondage with a funnel, and then I end up dead by honey, and that was my like first shoot. And then I am in so many quicksand shoots, it's like ridiculous.
So if you had to give like just your very quick like elevator pitch to somebody on like, hi, I'm Layla, this is the kind of content I make, what do you typically tell people? I know that's a very loaded question. I fully realize that's a loaded question.
So I don't usually tell people a lot about this content, so that's actually something I have to sit down and think about. And for like all that I've like done as far as the financial domination contracts and everything, I don't have an elevator pitch, and that's wild to me.
But
Yeah.
the marketing part brings up a really good point, because I especially with makers and creators both, I would say actually, unless they have a background in marketing or they just naturally, it just comes to them very easily, that is the like thing that they're like, I love all of this except for that. That's a pain in the ass, because it's a full-time job, and it's a, okay, how do I make myself stand out against all these people that are now doing this? Why me? Why would you choose me? How do I market myself? And I do love that you have joined with Shop Quinky, because I feel like that's kind of what we're trying to do is like, hey, just join us as yourselves, all the fabulous shit that you're already doing. Let us figure out how to connect you to your audience. So how did you discover Shop Quinky? Was it just through like following myself or Pierre?
So was following Mr. Pierre when he had like 10,000 followers. I was making like Star Trek cosplay content because I was bored as hell. And like it was like you know, it was one of those like, oh, it'd be cool to model, like to see if we could collaborate, but you're in Florida kind of thing. But he ended up like following me back at some point. And we never really spoke or anything, but when I saw the Shop Quinky and saw how everything that he's done over the years, to see how he's grown his account, I'm like, no, I want to be involved in this, because this isn't just somebody saying like, oh, we'll do all these things. It's somebody who clearly cares, like all of you do. Like y'all like clearly like care about the people that, you know, are working with you. And I feel like a lot of sites just, you know, they'll reward you if you're able to do really well off the bat, but if you don't, it's like,
Yeah. Because that's good for them. You doing well is a return on investment for them. And so it's even their care towards their creators is still superficial, it feels like. Not to say that there's not people out there that do care about what they do with that, but like it does feel a little like superficial. And I like that that's coming across because I feel like that's how we all feel is like, Pierre definitely, especially being in the like the fetish fashion and modeling side of that for so long, that he's got his own like axe to grind of like, these are the things I want to see different. As an educator, I'm like, I've got my own axe to grind. Like, these are the things that I wish people were better educated on or had that access to or whatever it is. So it makes me appreciate that that's like coming through because that trust that people have with that's ultimately what we'd like is for people to be comfortable enough that they feel like they could be successful on there and not feel like they're like taken advantage of or that they're just one of a billion other people on the website kind of thing. God, I would love if we got to a billion people on the website. That would be amazing. Tell me where people can you said you normally do like clips through the websites, things like that. So other than on Shop Quinky, where are people able to find you? Because you're fabulous. I do not want people to have to wait for Shop Quinky to be able to find you.
so I'm on I Want Clips, ManyVids, and damn it, Clips for Sale. But it's allmylinks.com/Layla Lotus. And that's got everything. That's got like wish list, all of it. All of it.
Of the people watching this, whether or not they're interested in actually consuming your content or working with you as far as financial domination, things like that, what is something that you want people watching this to know about you as a person, you as a creator?
At my heart, I am an artist and a muse, and I am very work smart, not hard. I don't know. I like intellectual conversation. So if you come out with me with an intellectual side of things, probably going to get along.
And one last question for you. The launch of Shop Quinky itself, do you have something in particular that, like, of all the things that could mean, is there one thing in particular that you are most excited about being part of the launch?
I'm just excited that I've got this feeling that it's going to be like just a snowball effect of people actually being allowed to have fun as adults again, where it's not all these insane limitations. So that, I think the freedom aspect of it is something I'm very excited about, of people being able to actually be themselves and not worry about like, oh, is this going to get shut down? Is this going to get shut down?
Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to have you on Shop Quinky.
Thank you so much.